Welcome to a journey through history's forgotten castles, once symbols of power, now haunting ruins scattered across the globe. Our journey begins in the heart of modern Tokyo, a city that pulses with life, innovation, and the relentless energy of millions. Yet, beneath the neon lights and soaring skyscrapers, there lies a hidden world, a world shaped by centuries of power, intrigue, and tradition. Here, the ghost of Edo Castle lingers, its presence woven into the very fabric of the city's modern skyline. The Imperial Palace grounds, lush and serene, are a living reminder of a vanished era. Once, this was the site of the world's largest castle. Edo Castle was the seat of the Tokugawa Shogunate, its sprawling moats and formidable ramparts stretching over 16 square kilometers, an immense stronghold at the center of Japanese life. At its heart stood the Homaru Palace, a dazzling symbol of shogunal authority and the epicenter of political power. Its golden screens, intricate woodwork, and sweeping halls were designed to impress and to intimidate. For over 2 centuries, this was the nerve center of Japan. Here, shoguns ruled with absolute authority, issuing edicts, receiving emissaries, and shaping the destiny of a nation. The castle's chambers echoed with the footsteps of samurai, the whispers of advisors, and the weight of decisions that would alter the course of history. But in 1867, the world changed. The Tokugawa Shogunate fell, swept away by the tides of the Meiji Restoration. Japan opened its doors to the world, embracing new ideas and technologies, and the old order faded into memory. Edo Castle survived the political upheaval, but not the ravages of fate. In 1873, a devastating fire swept through the Homaru Palace, reducing its magnificent halls to ashes. The heart of the shogunate was lost forever, leaving only memories and charred stone. Today, only fragments remain. Stone foundations, moss-covered walls, and a handful of reconstructed gates hint at the grandeur that once stood here. The echoes of the past linger in every stone, inviting visitors to imagine the world that was. Walk among the ruins, and you can almost hear the clatter of armor, the voices of intrigue, and the distant drums of war. The stories of samurai, political maneuvering, and dynastic rise and fall still echo through these ancient grounds. Could Edo Castle ever be rebuilt? The scale and cost would be staggering, and the challenge of recreating its lost artistry immense. Some say its legacy is best preserved as a memory, a lesson in the impermanence of power and the beauty of what once was. The remnants of Edo Castle stand as silent witnesses to the passage of time. They remind us that even the mightiest empires can fade, but their stories endure, woven into the landscape and the collective memory of a nation. In the quiet of dawn or the hush of twilight, the spirit of Edo Castle endures. Its ruins invite reflection, offering a tranquil space where the past and present meet. Here, the whispers of the shogunate linger in the wind, and the gardens bloom where once samurai walked. The legacy of Edo Castle is not just in stone, but in the stories, traditions, and dreams it inspired. Next, we travel to Madrid, a city where the echoes of history linger in every stone and shadow. Here, the past and present intermingle, and the grandeur of empires long gone can still be felt in the air. At the very heart of this vibrant city once stood the legendary Alcazar, a fortress and palace that was the beating heart of Spanish power for centuries. The Alcazar began as a Moorish stronghold, its walls rising above the city as a symbol of conquest and resilience. Over time, it was transformed by the Spanish Habsburgs into a magnificent royal residence, adorned with lavish halls, intricate gardens, and priceless works of art. It became a symbol of Spain's golden age, a period when the nation's influence stretched across continents. Within its opulent chambers, explorers who charted the New World mingled with artists, philosophers, and monarchs. The Alcazar was a stage for grand ceremonies, political intrigue, and the daily life of a dynasty that shaped European history. Its walls witnessed the ambitions and anxieties of kings and queens, the plotting of courtiers, and the celebrations of a nation at its zenith. Yet, on a cold Christmas Eve in 1734, tragedy struck. A careless artist, working late into the night, accidentally sparked a fire that quickly engulfed the palace. Flames devoured priceless paintings, tapestries, and centuries of royal archives. The inferno raged for days, reducing the once glorious Alcazar to smoldering ruins and leaving the city in shock. In the aftermath, the ruins were cleared away, and from the ashes rose the Grand Royal Palace of Madrid, a new symbol of power and resilience. Built on the very foundations of the old Alcazar, the Royal Palace stands as a testament to the city's ability to rebuild and reinvent itself. Today, the original Alcazar has all but vanished. No walls remain above ground, and only faint archaeological traces lie hidden beneath the bustling streets. For most, its memory survives only in old maps, faded paintings, and the stories passed down through generations. The story of the Alcazar is a poignant reminder that even the grandest achievements can be lost in a single moment. Its destruction marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter for Madrid. Could the Alcazar ever be rebuilt? It seems unlikely. The royal palace now dominates the skyline, and the cost, both financial and historical, would be immense. The city has moved forward, but the spirit of the old palace lingers in the stones beneath our feet. The legacy of the Alcazar endures in art, in legend, and in the very soul of Madrid. Its image appears in classical paintings, its stories woven into the fabric of Spanish culture. The fate of the Alcazar teaches us about the fleeting nature of power, the vulnerability of even the mightiest empires, and the enduring strength of memory. Its stones may be gone, but its story remains etched in the collective consciousness. The vanished palace stands as a silent witness to Spain's turbulent past, a symbol of both loss and resilience. Its echoes remind us that history is not just a tale of triumphs, but also of tragedies and the lessons they leave behind. In Germany's enchanting Rhine Valley, the ruins of Heidelberg Castle rise above the town, blending grandeur with romantic decay. Built of red sandstone, the castle was a Renaissance masterpiece, part palace, part fortress, and a symbol of the region's rich history. Over centuries, it survived wars and sieges, but lightning strikes in 1764 set it ablaze, leaving much of it in haunting ruins. The people of Heidelberg chose not to rebuild. They embraced the haunting beauty of the ruins. The ruins became a part of their identity. Artists and poets flocked to capture its melancholy charm, making it a lasting symbol of romanticism and inspiration. Today, visitors wander its courtyards, imagining the splendor and grandeur that once was. Should it be restored, many believe its ruined state is its greatest allure, drawing people from around the world. The castle's crumbling walls tell stories of resilience, survival, and the passage of time. Heidelberg Castle stands as a testament to the enduring power of history and the beauty found in imperfection. Its evocative ruins invite us to reflect on what is lost. They remind us of what remains. These echoes resonate through the centuries. In the heart of Slovakia, Spiš Castle rises dramatically above the rolling plains, its ancient stones casting long shadows over the landscape. This vast fortress, perched atop a limestone hill, once stood as a sentinel at a crossroads of Europe, watching over the trade routes and borders that shaped the continent's destiny. Founded in the 12th century, Spiš Castle began as a simple stone fortification. Over the centuries, it expanded into a sprawling royal residence and formidable military stronghold. Its walls thickened, and towers raised in response to the ambitions and conflicts of kings, nobles, and invaders. Each generation left its mark, adding layers of history to the castle's imposing silhouette. Within these storied walls, kings once ruled with absolute authority. Knights honed their skills in preparation for battle, and merchants from distant lands gathered to trade their wares. The castle's fate was forever entwined with the region's turbulent history, surviving sieges, political intrigue, and shifting borders. But in 1780, tragedy struck. A devastating fire swept through the castle, consuming its wooden interiors and leaving only the stone skeleton behind. The flames marked the beginning of the end for Spiš Castle's days of glory, hastening its decline into ruin. Abandoned and exposed to the elements, its once grand halls crumbled, and nature slowly reclaimed the fortress. Yet, even in ruin, Spiš Castle's skeletal outline still commands the landscape, a silent witness to centuries of human endeavor. Today, Spiš Castle is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing archaeologists eager to uncover its secrets and tourists who wander through its hauntingly beautiful ruins. Each stone unearthed, each artifact discovered, adds a new chapter to its enduring story. The castle's grandeur endures in its vast courtyards, where echoes of medieval life still seem to linger, and in its crumbling towers that reach skyward, defying the passage of time. Could Spiš Castle ever be fully restored to its former glory? The challenge is immense, requiring not just resources, but a deep respect for the layers of history embedded in every stone. Many believe its true value lies in its current state, a powerful reminder of the impermanence of power and the endurance of memory. As a ruin, Spiš Castle speaks eloquently to the passage of time. Its weathered walls and empty corridors remind us that even the mightiest strongholds can fall, and that history is always in motion. If you listen closely, the stones themselves seem to whisper. They tell stories of glory, loss, and resilience. tales of those who lived, loved, and fought within these walls. Today, the castle stands as a ghostly guardian of Slovakia's past, a monument to the resilience of a people and the enduring power of their stories. Its empty corridors and ruined halls invite us to imagine the vibrant lives once lived here, the laughter, the intrigue, the dreams and the heartbreaks that shaped its legacy. Spiš Castle's legacy is written in stone and memory, a timeless testament to the rise and fall of empires and the enduring spirit of Slovakia. In southern France, the ruins of Montségur cling to a rocky plateau, a stark symbol of faith and tragedy. Once a Cathar stronghold, Montségur withstood a year-long siege during the Albigensian Crusade. In 1244, the castle fell and its defenders were burned at the stake, ending the Cathar movement. The victors rebuilt parts of the castle, but its association with resistance endured. Over time, Montségur was abandoned, its ruins drawing pilgrims and historians alike. Today, it stands as a poignant reminder of religious intolerance and the enduring power of belief. Some call for its restoration, but many feel its ruined state best honors its legacy. Montségur's stones bear silent witness to sacrifice and the resilience of the human spirit. These vanished castles, though lost, still speak through their ruins. Their stones tell stories of ambition, loss, and memory's power. In their silence, we find inspiration. History's echoes never truly fade. Do you know of more castles? If you enjoyed this video, I can create a second part. Which castles would you like to see? Drop a comment below and share.